Michigan used the run, and it worked to beat up Washington on Saturday night. What an environment. Jim Harbaugh said Monday he heard noise about running maybe too much. There's a lot of ways to travel, he said. Harbaugh said George Patton got his job done on the ground. Neil Armstrong, he added, through the air. The head coach took us inside the huddle in our weekly conversation. The game plan coming in, you said afterwards, was to run the ball well, but 343 yards. Was there a point in the game where you said on the headset, guys, we got to keep doing this. It's working. Run, run, run. Do it more?
Yeah, I mean, it was obvious to all of us. I mean, you got to make them stop it. You know, I mean, you're not gonna try to stop yourself. It was working. The offensive line coming off the ball. The tight ends were blocking great, and the backs were tough to bring down, and that was working. So kept giving the ball to those backs.
How much did you feel the fake punt and the success that it had maybe got them on their heels a little bit and kind of got the momentum going in your favor?
I think that was big. Mike Barrett's a real experienced player, punt protector, and he's the quarterback of that unit when they're out there. So you can be at your own 28 or 29 yard line and trust that he's going to make the right decision. And former quarterback in high school, He's not let us down yet. He's always gotten that first down. So that was just a lot of trust in him and the punt unit who had practiced that play 34 times in practice leading up to the game throughout training camp. So I was just confident in the guys that they could come through in that situation, and they did.
On the outside, people like to put labels on teams quickly and say, oh, that's the identity of their offense. After the game, you were asked about it, and you said, I'm not going to define the identity of our team right now, and you weren't sure, and you didn't directly say this is what the identity is. Do we on the outside sometimes overblow it when we look at a team and go, oh, that must be what they want to do every single game?
Identity is, I mean, if you defined it, it's repeatedly being. So after 2 games, that's one time it could happen, another time it could happen. You start doing it 3, 4 times, and the things that become the habit and what you repeatedly are, that'll be the identity, and it'll be easy for everybody to see.
Stopped by Aidan Hutchinson, and Michigan takes over on downs.
You have sent a lot of guys to the NFL, and a lot of guys have success in the NFL from this program. I want you to gush about Aidan Hutchinson because, I mean, watching what he did against Washington, some of those highlights next spring will be shown when he's the next guy up for Michigan, taken near the top of the draft. I mean, are you running out of superlatives to use when it comes to Hutchinson and what he's doing on your defense?
I'd be happy to gush or just state the facts. He's he is playing great. He's playing great football. I mean, he's leading the charge along with Josh Ross. When a team has to dedicates their left tackle to a player and the running back, and then, okay, let's try the tight end and the running back, let's try the tight end and the tackle. The respect of trying to double team a player, I mean, that really says it all.
The environment on Saturday, I got here early and just watched the stands fill up, and you could feel the vibe outside the stadium early. To see the maze out, to see the pregame ceremonies, the way that the school and everybody honored the 9/11 victims. Mm-hmm. That environment on a Saturday night, how much did you miss that? And you as the head coach of this program, what did you make of everything on Saturday?
A tremendous job by all. The band, the players, the coaches, the fans, the students, President Schlissel for the culture he's created here. I mean, it was everything. It was enthusiastic, the spirit was tremendous, patriotic. I mean, it had it all, and a really good show was put on for the entire football world to see.
Cool to have that game unfold right here on 7, the flyover, the tributes, everything. Carolyn, I walked into the studio and you said, how many chills did you have at the beginning of that game?
It was pretty sweet. I'm a state girl, but I mean, that was amazing.